Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum. So this is my project, uh, client server architecture of the SDA. So my system is built on the client server architecture, right? What is client server architecture? Client and server, as these two names indicates. So there is a client like to which a user interacts with, and there is a server to which a developer works on which developer works on. So server actually consists of two things: the business logic and the database. so as my so my system is usually based on the you know based on these technologies using Munstack, MongoDB, Express, React, and Node. So React.js is a front-end library for my for my client side, and it is a JavaScript library, and it is single-page application library. For my backend, I have Node.js and Express.js. Node.js is the JavaScript runtime, and Express is the framework of Node.js to build RESTful APIs, right? And as well as I have MongoDB for my database, that is non-relational database. How they interact with each other, I have draw a better one of the best sketch to explain how the client server works. So as my architecture is client server, so it is simple. Yes, how they interact with each other. This is client, this is server. Client is actually contains UI, component structure, fetch APIs, Redux, UI, like to which user interacts. There are components in the React, as a React is a component based architecture system. So we have components, and I will show you later in my code. There are fetch APIs, and I have used Axios in order to communicate with my backend. So how I communicate with the backend, there are some HTTP protocols, and these HTTP protocols, I have a method in here in my client called Axios. So using Axios, I communicate with my server, and at my server side I have a business logic for the APIs, and a database is being integrated with the server. So I will show you code wise, and that will be very simple. As I have told you that I have developed this stack using my stack, you know so here you can see this is my backend, and this is my front end, this is my client, and this is my server. So client, how I communicate with my server, I will show you. Here I have a file, this file. Yes, so using Axios, I communicate with my server. So I will not deep dive into this, and this is my backend. This folder controller, this middleware folder, and route folder, these three folder actually represents my business logic, and my models represents the database logic, right? So my database is being integrated with the server. So this is my server. I have APIs developed in here for the login and sign up, because I have a system called JWT authentication system. Sorry, I just forgot the name at the start of the video. So my system is JWT authentication system, having only sign up and login functionality. And how these works, I have showed you, like using client server architecture, but I will show you in a more detailed way in my diagrams. Here you can see, as I have implemented JWT tokens, so I will tell you that how this works, right? So in here you can see, this is again the client server workflow, my client and my server and database, right? So if I'm from my client side, I hit the endpoint of the API sign in, right? And my data is go in the body of the HTTP request, and my server verifies that data along with the database. When data is verified, then my server returns a token to the browser, and that token is stored in the browser, right? And I have implemented cookies. Great. Similarly, now as my token is being stored in the browser, now whenever I want to access some protected route, then I have that if I have a token, then I can access. But if I have no token, then I can't access. Like if I'm logged in and I'm authorized user and I have a token, then simply I can even I can show you practically. Here I have this system login, and this I was signed up already. Now I will sign up. I'll log in. I will give you a demo email, and I will give a password, test123, and I have been logged in to my system, right? So how I logged in? This is actually client server. And I have already told you of Aurflow, right? So in here, if I go to inspect and go to application, so I have a token in here. You can see this is my token, and this token actually represents that I am an authorized user. Now whenever if I refresh this my website, so I am not getting logged out because I have implemented my Redux at the front end side. I have implemented my Redux at the front end side. You can see this is my Redux at the front end side, and I will not go deep dive into my Redux, etc. This is simple, but there is no much time for this. So using these states, I have implemented my refresh tokens, my logout and login functionalities, etc. So right, but if I remove this token, you can see in here, sorry, in application, right? If I delete this token, then you can see if I refresh this and I'm getting logged out, and if I access the home page, then I can access this because I have no token in here. Then I have to log in again. So right, that was my overall like system overview and system details. So in summary, I showed you a document, right, having JWTs implemented. I have told you about the workflow, about the flow of my client and server, like how they communicate with each other, how my client server consists of, and what is my server consist of, right? This is my folder structure for client side, this is for backend, and this is overall folder. So this is server and this is client. So that's all. Thank you. Inshallah there will be nothing remain, and if something remains, then you can check out the document. Thank you.